Hi everyone, Renee here. I am doing a tarot deck unboxing today. The deck I am unboxing and going to flip through and review is Tarot at the End of the Rainbow by Lo Scarabeo, artwork by David E Corsi. So if you're familiar with Lo Scarabeo's decks, they all come standard size, standard tuck box like this. Open it up at the top. Everything is sealed when you first get it. The cards are shrink wrapped, comes with a booklet, comes with a little extra card here with the name of the deck, and then one for advertising. The booklet is in different languages. So I think it comes in Spanish, French, Italian, and of course English here comes up first. I like how there's a spread right here at the beginning. And you do get the general meanings of all the cards if you're not very familiar with the tarot. So let's get the box out of the way. Cards are standard size for Lo Scarabeo decks. Fits right in the hand. The backs look like this, very bright. I was attracted to this deck because of the bright colors and the design. And because I am really into fairies and fantasy decks. So it's standard card stock for Lo Scarabeo, which is, pretty thin, but it's got a nice bounce back. Full color cards. I did shuffle them a few times, but they are back in order, not gilded. And here are the cards. We're going to take a look at the cards, actually. I'm going to set them down like this, and we'll just take a look at each one. If you don't want to see all the cards, then go ahead and fast forward. So here is the Fool. I love the bright rainbow colors. Of course, they've got fairies. Here is the Magician. I like how the artwork is outlined in a darker color. I really do appreciate artwork that kind of pops and is easy to see. I like that depiction of the Empress. We have the Emperor. The Hierophant, very interesting. The Lovers, very cute. They're both fairy-ish creatures. The Chariot. Interesting how it's deer instead of the Sphinxes. I love strength. I love strength. Kind of a mythical wolf-like creature with a fairy. The Hermit. Love the Wheel of Fortune. Love her wings, her hat, kind of a steampunk vibe going on there. Justice. The Hanged Man. And if you look at the images, it does give you like a little bit of an extra something, I've used the deck a couple times since I received it just the other day, literally. And when I do readings, I get extra tidbits of information because of the visuals here, which is, pretty typical in most decks, but it's really interesting. Whereas it follows the standard Rider-Waite-Smith system. You know what they are, even if you don't see the numbers, you kind of okay, you get the feeling this is probably the star, right? This is probably the moon. But especially in the minor arcanas, we'll see in a minute. Look at how cute. It's like a centaur. You'll see just, interesting little additions that the artist added. I love this one. Judgment. Totally different than the standard Judgment card. Love the World. One of my favorite cards in the deck so far. And we get into the wands. Here's the Ace. And the 2. I just love the cute characters and how most cards have that pop of rainbow color. Even the wands here have the rainbow colors on them. Love the 4. Bright, joyous, rainbow and flowers. Love the 5. so cute. He's on a fox instead of a horse. It's adorable. There's a 7. The 8 is really different too. So instead of just showing the wands in the air, kind of all parallel to each other, it's like she's either collecting them or she's throwing them or pushing them upward like a force. So I love that depiction. This is interesting too. The 10. Here's the page. The page shows this little symbol here, and then that's the wand symbol. Obviously, you've seen it on the other cards. Page of Wands. And here's the Knight. All of the Knights are riding on a creature of some sort. Knight of Wands here on a buck. Queen of Wands. Very cool. I love all the warm red colors. Very fiery. And the King of Wands. And we get into the cups. Here's the Ace. I like the design of the cups in this deck as well. The 2. Mermaid creature. Love the 3. The 4. So cute. The fairies are carrying the cup to him or her. Love the 5. The 6. Oh, sweetness and nostalgia. I love all the different colored flowers in the cups. Again, I love how everything's kind of outlined in the black, so it's really easy to see, which can be an issue with such a small deck. Sometimes if there isn't any kind of an outline, I have trouble seeing all the details in the imagery. This deck, I can see most of the stuff even without my reading glasses on, which is great. Love this one of the 9. Love the 10, one of my favorites again. How they're all kind of part of the rainbow. There's the Page of Wands. Love the Knight, and this Knight is riding on a toad or a frog. Looks more like a toad there. Love the Queen of Cups. This is my card that I use when I do readings for myself, such as the Celtic Cross. One of my favorite Queen of Cups cards, hands down. Love this image. I wouldn't mind having this as a picture or poster. We have the King of Cups as well. And he's got the waterfall imagery. She, of course, has like the sacred lotus with the water. He's got the waterfall. And we get to the swords. The 2. All the aces are really distinctive. You know what they are right away, which I love. This is really cool. A much more aesthetically pleasing version of the 3 of Swords, and a little less daunting because it doesn't look like the 3 swords are stabbing through a heart. It's a heart-shaped image, but I love it. There's the 4. And the 5 of Swords. Again, all the swords, colorful rainbow colors. Love the 6, you know right away what that is. I love this card, how the swords are structures within the water. I thought that was so original and amazing. Got the 7 here. Oops, the 8. Nice wintry scene to go with that card. The 9. You can feel the anxiety and fear in the 9 here. And the 10. So there's the typical swords in the body or stabbing the person, but it's got a hopeful undertone because there's the rainbow and the bright sky. Even though there's clouds, it's blue. So it's the end of something, but it could be the beginning of something else. And we have the Page of Swords. Looks kind of like an orc. The Knight. This one's actually riding a horse. Love the Queen of Swords. Love the King as well, with the wood growth tree top on his head. And we get to the Ace of Coins. Very distinctive. You know right away it's an ace. You know right away this is the 2. The 3. Love how the rainbow's incorporated in the flames. We've got the 4, so cute. The 5. Yeah, definitely a round door. Reminds me of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Hobbit's home. The 6 here, really cool. Interesting. 7 of coins. What a character, look at him. The 8 reminds me of Harry Potter. The 9. I love how instead of a bird, she has a dragon, of course, on her wrist, perched on her wrist for the 9 of coins. The 10, really cool as well. Neat idea to have the coins as part of this structure here, facing the viewer rather than the typical Rider-Waite-Smith where they're kind of facing to the right. Then we get into the court cards. Here's the page. Just a little bit of rainbow color here on that headstone. We have the Knight, the Queen of Coins, really, really interesting. Love this. Earth Mother, absolutely. Part of the earth, literally, in this depiction. And the King of Coins. Very cool. Neat throne. I love the shapes. So let's shuffle and maybe we'll do my 4W spread. The 4W spread is work, wages, wedding, and well-being. Wedding is, of course, love in general. Work is work or career. Wages is money. Well-being is health. They shuffle really easily. I could probably do a poker shuffle. Kind of, yeah. They're not quite malleable enough yet. Whoops, messed up that one. But yeah, easy to shuffle, not sticking together. You can shuffle them the regular way, like this. Come right apart. I'm really happy with this purchase, I have to say. I've had problems with a few Lo Scarabeo decks in the past where, as I said, either the imagery was blurry to me because things weren't outlined, because it is kind of a smaller card. It's not a very large card. A lot of the nice or more modern tarot decks are bigger than this, even if it's just a little bit. So to have this all kind of be outlined is great. I love it. One more shuffle. We're going to do the 4Ws reading. I'd say this one overall is probably worth it. It's probably around $20 to $25 for this deck. You can get it from the Llewellyn website or probably on Amazon as well. But it just came out, so it's brand new. All right, so let's do the reading. If you're watching this, this is for you. Let's look at your work. I don't do reverses. We've got the 6 of Wands. Wonderful for work. Reaching a point of prestige, victory, being well known or revered for your work, for your whatever you're doing. We have wages, which is money. We have Queen of Swords, absolutely independently wealthy. Independence, especially when it comes to finances, because that's what this subject is. So there's independent wealth here coming in, and we have wedding, which is love. We've got the 7 of Swords, so it could be a little bit of sneakiness going on, or someone could be afraid. Maybe Someone's a commitment phobe and kind of disappears and then comes back into the picture, disappears, comes back in. And then we have well-being. Love it. We have King of Coins. This is all about balancing your health. Everything here in the physical world and everything about your physical self is in check. You are the master of it. You are taking charge of your health, etc. Let's do one more on top of these. Sorry about the train, if you can hear that. I live by train tracks. If you watch my channel, you know that. All right, so let's look at work one more time. We have the Four of Swords. Maybe some of you need a break, or you're taking a break, you're exhausted, you've been working too hard. We have wages. Yeah, hard work. 10 of Wands. Absolutely overburdened, needing a break. But finances look good. Let's take a look at wedding or love. We have the Hierophant, so some of you might be getting married, planning a wedding, something like that. And well-being. We have the 9, so kind of holding your own as far as health goes, right? That's what the 9 is all about. So let's see, what else can we do with the deck for the video here? Should we do next? Let's do a general past, present, future for you all, whoever's watching this. I'm trying to get them really shuffled here since they were all in order when we started. Okay, so we're going into the past here. We have the Emperor. Yeah, okay. Being responsible, being in charge of your world, taking charge, being the head of the household, kind of the patriarch, so to speak. That's the past. For the present, we have the King of Cups. So this would be maybe like the Emperor kind of incorporating a little bit more of that intuition and emotion and compassion. So kind of diving in to your own intuition and compassionate nature without seeing it as being a weakness. And for future, we have the 7 of Coins. Yeah, it's about working hard and just beginning to see the rewards, the fruits of your labor. You're just now starting, or you will soon be starting to see the rewards of your labors. We're going to do another card here for the past. We have the Knight of Coins. He's the slow-moving knight. He's independent. He's reliable and responsible, very patient, but very slow. So maybe the past coming up to this point, especially in the area of maybe physical health or finances, has been kind of slow-moving, but there has been progress made. So we get to the present now, and we have the 7 of Wands, which is all about fighting off adversity, okay? Standing your ground, sticking up for yourself or sticking up for the underdog. And then for future, we have the Devil, yeah, which is a warning. You know, don't allow yourself to be negative or pessimistic. Don't get trapped in negative self-talk or thinking. We'll do one more for the past. Love it. Ace of Cups. Definitely a new beginning emotionally. It can be a soulmate, a relationship that's very beneficial and loving and respectful between you and another person. So that's the past. For the present, we have the 2 of Swords, which is a choice, which I'm going to draw on that. So it's a choice between a transition and, let's see, a new beginning. Okay. So it's kind of looking like you have to choose between movement or starting something new where you are, okay? Going somewhere else and doing something new, or starting something new right where you are. So for future, we have 8 of Cups. This is all about leaving that which no longer serves you. So it does kind of point to this transitional card of the 6 of Swords, all right? Interesting. So there you go, friends. What do you think of this deck? Let me know in the comments. I really am enjoying it, and I can't wait to work with it some more in my videos here and with my clients. That, again, is Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. Art by David E Corsi. It's a Lo Scarabeo deck. You can find it online on Amazon, on the Llewellyn website. It's about $20 to $25. And I would give this deck out of 10. I would probably give it an 8.5, a solid 8.5. I really do enjoy it. Thanks for watching.